show you guys some tricks and tips about how to get a very good looking, glowy, healthy skin. So this is mostly what I'm going to show you today. Of course, there's a very simple makeup look joined to it, which I'm sure you guys will enjoy, right? So let's get this tutorial started, and hopefully you love my tricks and tips. Of course, the first thing to do when looking for the perfect skin is starting to fix a little bit your blemishes if you have some, or you want to apply a good base so your makeup adheres to it well and that it lasts all day. So what I'm going to do, I have a lot of redness going on in my face. This is my weak zone, and I want to make my face match to my chest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my favorite foundation, which is a dewy foundation. It is very light, but it has somewhat of a good coverage. It is the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and I like to apply it with a damp sponge. Yes, this is another trick, especially if you have a very thick consistency of a foundation. If you use foundation, liquid foundation, a good trick is use a damp sponge, and you just want to take a little bit of foundation on it, and you want to start stippling that right onto your face. Now we're about done with the foundation. Now I'm going to work with my under eye area. I'm going to work with, again, a MAC Moisture Cover up. It is very moisturizing, especially underneath the eye. I tend to get a little bit of dry patches, so still the same technique. I'm just stippling that right onto my under eye concealer and just pressing it. Now what I like to do with my concealer is go a little bit underneath the region over here, so it kind of catches the light, so it makes you look your under eye area more plump, so that you look very, very awake. After that you worked on your under eye area, you want to set that cover up into your skin. You want to lock it in so it doesn't get into your little crevices and wrinkles. So what I'm going to do is use my favorite setting powder. Of course, there's a lot on the market. You could use just a regular face powder. You could use a blot powder, but I'm going to use another Makeup Forever product. It is called the HD powder, excuse me. And of course, you want to set that either with a brush, or in this case, I'm going to go in with a dry and a clean sponge. So I'm just pressing the color, and I'm going right underneath. This is the only region I'm sealing in right now. I'm not touching the rest of my face because we're still going to be applying some emollient bases, and you don't want the products to look cakey. So you want to powder everything at the very end of your look. Now that we've done our under eye, we can move on to the lids. Now, as you can see, I have somewhat of redness going on. You see some veins through the skin. Of course, you want to cover that up if you do have that problem. A lot of people have it. It's normal. The skin on the lid is very, very thin, so it's normal. So what you want to do is apply a base just to make sure that we have a bare canvas to work with. So there's a lot of bases out there. I'm going to show you my favorites. Of course, you could use just foundation just to put on top, and it kind of like seals the deal, but I'm going to use a product from MAC called Paint Pot. This is Painterly, the color. It's more for a yellow skin tone, or there's also one if you have more of a pink undertone to your skin, which is called Painterly. So you could use a brush or use, of course, a clean finger. So I'm going to do that. And I like using my finger because it kind of melts. It helps the product melt into the skin. So as you can see, I'm just rubbing it in. So as you can see, with just one eye done with the base onto your eye, it makes a big difference, right? It makes you look wide awake, it makes you more healthy, like you're in the moment. So let's get this bad boy covered up now. Now you can definitely see we're definitely getting there into achieving a great looking skin. Now what I'm going to do, it's not really touching my skin, but I'm just going to shape my brows and redefine them. So it's pretty simple, nothing too drastic, and I'm just going to take a light eyeshadow from MAC, and I'm just going to define my brows like I usually do. Now that the brows are tamed, filled, and shaped, we can move on to the next step. Now I'm going to show you guys how to highlight. Highlight is a probably the most important step to getting that very dewy look, that very glowy finish onto your skin. Now depending on your skin tone, there's some products you might want to use and some other products you don't want to use. So I'm going to show you a lot of products actually, but basically if you are prone to oiliness on your skin, or you have mixed skin but tend to get a little bit oily, you want to use powdered products. If you use dewy finish on an oily skin, it's not going to look too pretty. It's going to look very oily. It's going to look like you ran the marathon, and you don't want that. So to prevent that, you want to use powdered products. Now, one of my favorite powder products to get that very, very nice highlight is called the Iridescent Powder from MAC in Silver Dusk. Now this is just a powder. I'll show you the placement after. Of course, if you are a darker skin tone girl, you could use another tint to it. There's the Golden Bronze, which is like this. It's definitely more, it has a lot of gold in it, and it's definitely more bronze, so Golden Bronze, hello. So darker skin tone girls, this is fabulous. Now if you have more of a mixed to dry skin, you can definitely go ahead and use emollient bases, so creamy moisturizing products. Now my favorite product to use on normal to dry skin is definitely the cream color bases from MAC. This is a color called Pearl, which is very, very pretty. It is kind of a silvery champagne color. Again, if you are a darker skin tone, you could use this with this, which is beautiful. It's called Antique Gold. And what I like about cream color bases is you can apply them everywhere. You can apply them on the lips, on the cheeks, on the eyes. This is like a product, a one-use product for a lot of things. There's even cream color bases in a very, very flashy color. This is called Madly Magenta, and I've used this on Julie Black many times, and it looks amazing on the cheeks, amazing on the lips. Really, really great product. And what about a red, right? A beautiful movie star red, which is the name of this cream color base from MAC. Now, I'm going to show you the placement. Placement is the same for all skin types. Now, myself, I'm pretty lucky because I have kind of a combo skin. Sometimes I'm dry, sometimes I'm more normal to oily, so I can use a lot of different products, depending on the season, of course. But now, winter time is very, very drying. You can, it's just awful on your skin, so you need to moisturize. So I'm going to use, of course, a more creamy product. I'm going to use the cream color base I just showed you a couple of seconds ago, and basically I'm just taking my finger, going right into the product. I'm tapping it right on the back of my hand just to make sure I don't have too much product on, and I'm going to apply that right onto the cheekbones, right over here, and around the eye area. And you have to make sure that you didn't apply any powder underneath, because it's not going to kind of like melt into the skin. It's going to look more cakey, and of course cakey is not the look we are going for. So I'm just applying that right around the eye. Now don't put that product too far because we're going to use it again. Now I'm going to show you, because I tend to be a little bit more oily on the forehead, I'm going to use the powder over here that I showed you. So I'm just going to use a dual fiber brush. You could use any brush you want, really. You could use a sponge also. And I just want to apply that right in the high planes of your face. So right over here. You see now you have kind of a glow. So you see we're starting to really get that beautiful glow over here. So it's all about the placement of where you're putting the highlight. Now I'm telling you, this highlight needs to be the new word, needs to be your new step into your makeup if you're looking to get that very dewy, glowy skin, okay? Now I told you not to put that cream color base too far, right? So we're gonna use it again. I'm gonna use my finger, and you just wanna apply that right underneath the brow. What I'm gonna do is use a cream blush, but it doesn't have any shimmer to it. So it is called Summer Lily. Once again, Some people like to use their fingers, but the cream blushes are so pigmented, so what I like to do is use a duo fiber brush. You just want to press right in there. Of course, there's too much on the brush. I'm just pressing it right on the back of my skin, and after, you just want to brush it right onto the apples of the cheeks, and it kind of goes right into your skin beautifully. It melts right in it. So now the skin is perfect and I look hopefully a little bit thinner, but put that aside for now. We're gonna finish the look. Now this look is all about the perfect skin, so I'm not gonna do too much with the eyes and the lips. So what I'm gonna do is use just a very neutral champagne color from MAC. It is an eyeshadow called Creme Royal. So I'm just going in with a fluffy brush and I'm just putting that everywhere on the lid. So it's applied on the lid, easy as that. Next, I'm going to use a brown color. You want to go for a matte color because we're going to define our crease a little bit. So you might want to go with just a medium brown, just a couple of shades darker than your natural skin tone. So I'm going to use the color Cork. Using the exact same brush, taking a little bit of that brown, and I'm just going to define my crease a little bit. Then I'm going to use my all-time favorite pigment. It is from Les Wetiers. It is a white silverish color called Folie Blanche. And I'm just using a very tiny brush, a pencil brush. And you want to take a little bit of that pigment, and I'm just going to apply that right in the middle of the lid over here. And it makes it look like you have a more rounder lid and fuller lid. And also, you want to apply that right into the tear duct area. So it's gonna open up your eye, make you look like you're wide awake, that you're on caffeine, because everybody likes coffee, right? Of course, after, you can go ahead and apply your favorite mascara, false lashes if you want. So as you can see, I went ahead and applied mascara, and of course, like, look at me. I needed lashes. Okay, next step, I'm going to be applying a white kohl liner. This one is called Fascinating from MAC. So right onto the waterline, and this once again is going to help you look more wide awake. And also it's gonna make you look like you have bigger eyes. Next, gloss. Everybody needs gloss. I'm gonna stay on the same route for this whole look, so I'm moving on with neutral colors. These are just different lip colors, very nude. I'm gonna use probably the lighter one. Of course, if you're a darker skin tone, you could definitely go and use a darker lip gloss just to kind of match everything. So you would simply want to apply that where? Of course, on the lips. Duh. All done. And this completes this look, mostly about how to get that glowy, healthy looking skin. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can take some aspects from it and like make it your own. Now don't forget, the main thing about all of this is not covering up your skin, it's mostly enhancing it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon.